Emily, and these are your morning announcements for Tuesday, January 21st, 2020.
Today's lunch is a cheeseburger on a whole grain bun, offerings bar, and a choice of milk.
Service Squad is collecting items for local veterans. Every teacher should have a basket that can be used to collect the items during homeroom.
We are looking for toothbrushes, toothpaste, soap, shampoo, lotion, deodorant, sunscreen, wet wipes, chapstick, and lip balm.
Band-Aids, tissue, hand warmers, puzzle books, playing cards, pens, please no mouthwash or hand sanitizer. In our Warrior Sports news, wrestling will have their first home meet this Thursday at 4 o'clock here in the Warrior Dome.
And girls basketball will be traveling to Southgate for their first game of the season this Wednesday at 4 o'clock.
We hope to see everyone supporting our Warriors.
We'd like to debut a new feature for our morning announcements and have a staff spotlight. This week we sat down with Mr. Thornton to hear more about him. We're interviewing Mr. Thornton, asking him 10 questions about himself. What grades and subject do you teach?
7th grade fast track and 8th grade regular track math.
How long have you been at Wilson?
I've been in Wyandotte for 30 years. I think Wilson 16 years now. So older than you, longer than you've been alive.
Why did you decide to become a teacher?
I wanted to go into medicine at first, and then I started coaching some youth baseball teams, and I absolutely love working with kids, and I kind of changed my whole mindset maybe in my sophomore, junior year in college, and here I am, 30 years later, and I still love it. I still love coming to work every day and goofing around with the kids and trying to get them better every day. So it really started out just coaching a 10U baseball team. They asked me to coach, so that's how that started.
What's your favorite thing about being a teacher?
The interactions and with the kids and with the staff, just the whole sense of community we have here, I enjoy.
What is your favorite movie or TV show?
Braveheart. Do you know that one?
No.
Braveheart, you gotta watch it. Mel Gibson.
What's your favorite restaurant or fast food?
Any Mexican food. Look at me. I eat everything, but Mexican food's my favorite.
What special talents do you have?
I think I must smell like a deer or something because I'm such a good deer hunter. I have had such success in the woods, so I don't know, I think I smell like deer pee or something. They must like me.
What's your favorite out-of-school hobby?
Hunting, boating. I used to golf, but I don't golf like I used to. So if I'm not in school or coaching, I'm in the woods somewhere hunting.
What was your first job?
My first job, I did hot tar roofing a million years ago. Back, it was probably incentive for me to go back and and stay in college because it was just a terrible job dealing with hot tar and mops on the roof. It was just god awful.
What's one sentence of advice you'd like to give Wilson students?
I would say the one piece of advice I could give students is don't ever give up. Don't ever stop.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys. That was fun.
Remember that this Friday is a half day. We will have a special schedule and students will spend the entire day in their 4th hour class taking the Language Arts NWEA.
Try to get a good night's rest on Thursday and eat breakfast on Friday morning so that you can do your best on the NWEA.
Good morning, Wilson. Happy Tuesday. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the long weekend, enjoyed Martin Luther King Day yesterday. This is our last week, believe it or not, before the end of the first semester. I'm going to go on announcements today and probably the rest of the week to remind everybody that this Friday, I know it's a half day, but we will be doing NWEA testing. And I want to remind you now that, number one, your Chromebooks need to be charged. All right? That's imperative. Make sure your Chromebooks are charged. Secondly, I know some of you students are going to finish probably maybe a little bit earlier than some other students. We want you to make sure that you are prepared to be able to do something in class while the other students are finishing. Bring something, it doesn't necessarily have to be schoolwork, but bring something, a book, a crossword puzzle, something that you enjoy doing, all right, that you can do, and be considerate of those students who are still testing. All right? So that's imperative. The other thing is that you will not be able to use technology during this time when you're finished because they will not be able to monitor that. So don't think that once I'm done with my test, I can go on my Chromebook and play games or whatever. That's not an option. All right? So again, make sure Chromebooks are charged and have something to do when you're finished. All right? Another thing I want to talk about, and I really don't know why this has started all of a sudden, but we seem to be getting a rash of students who feel that it is okay to skip classes. Probably within the last 3 days, I've probably had over a dozen kids who have been caught skipping. Just remember this. When a teacher is out and there's a sub, that's where it seems to be a lot of this happening. Daily attendance sheets are brought down to the office. So if you're in school and all of a sudden there's a blip which shows that you're not present in class, you're going to get called down and you're going to get caught. All right? Now, generally, those students have to make up that hour after school, but with these repeat offenders, you're going to be doing an automatic Saturday, and if it continues, you're going to be seeing Mr. Gillespie. And you know what he does, all right? I don't have to go there. So again, you're here to learn. I don't understand why kids feel the need to go sit in a bathroom. That's kind of disgusting to sit in a bathroom for 40 minutes, all right? It doesn't make sense. So again, you're here, go to class. You're here to learn, folks, all right? Other than that, let's just have a great week. It's a short week, but make it a great week.
And that's all for today. Have a tremendous Tuesday.
Now let's all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation,